Apparently, there has been some bills passed by the House of Representatives with little to no Democrat support. This week, the new Republican majority in the House of Representatives got right to work passing bills that Democrats just could not stomach, all of which show exactly the kind of people these Democrat politicians are. First one is the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act of 2025. This bill opposes biological males from competing in women's sports. It passed the House. 206 Democrats voted against it, claiming, now get this, they claimed it should be called the Child Predator Empowerment Act because they feel it would require inspection of girls' genitals and checking every player's private areas by hand and would give way to child predators to do their thing. Here's Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries explaining their reasoning.
Effectively, what it would do is sanction without any guardrails adults, including predators, for engaging in inspections of genitalia in children as young as 4 years old. Now, in the sports arena, we've seen repeated instances of sexual abuse. Gymnastics, that's been the case. In wrestling, that's been the case. In football, that's been the case. And in many other areas.
So, do these Democrats not realize that trained, qualified nurses and doctors examine student players all the time?
I was about to say, like, you got to get a physical. I had to get a physical when I played football.
Sure do.
But I went to a doctor and they did the physical.
Yeah.
You don't even need like your privates handled.
No,
I mean, they can do a blood test.
You can do it,
but at the same time, like, I don't think. Look, I'm not a girl, so I can't tell you. But I know the reason why when you get a physical and your groin gets checked, there's a muscle there, and they have to check. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about here?
Not to mention that they're all concerned about, child predators, examining young girls. What about the predators who transition just so they could go into girls' and women's locker rooms?
Yeah.
What about them?
Or what about the predator that's in the White House?
We don't want to talk about them.
Yeah, we don't talk about them. That's not a thing.
Democrats start groveling. Next question.
Democrats just want men and women's sports. That's all there is to it. I mean, that's all they want.
This is the dumbest argument ever, by the way.
Yeah,
like, you've gotten examples of why this shouldn't be a thing.
And
I don't understand why you're pushing for this to be a thing. Like, that makes zero sense to me.
Yeah. 206. Basically, every Democrat, with the exception of a few, voted no on this. But apparently 159 Democrats voted no on the actual Laken Riley Act. That would require ICE to detain illegal migrants who are charged with local burglary or theft. It's called the Laken Riley Act because the illegal that killed Laken Riley was released after committing theft, and her death would have been prevented had this law been in place. So, so that tells you right there, they don't care about the safety of women, as they claim they do. I mean, at all, or safety of anyone, for that matter. I mean, if you commit a crime like theft or burglary, you should be detained until you get it all sorted out of what is going on. Now, this person was released, and they went on to kill Laken Riley. And there was another one, part 2 of this, which was called the Preventing Violence Against Women by Illegal Aliens Act, authorized by Nancy Mace. 145 Democrats just voted against this bill that would deport illegals who commit sex crimes. Now, why is this controversial?
I can't answer that.
At least 61 Democrats were smart enough on this one.
Yeah,
but I don't understand what part of these people are destroying this freaking country. Do they not understand? I mean, my God.
I mean, first of all, this bill is involving illegals. First of all, because you're illegal, you should be out of this country anyway because you've already broken the law. So if you add that to a sex crime to it, get the hell out.
Add any crime to it, period.
It should be unanimous across the board, but it's not. It's just sad. But at least in these 3 cases, all these bills did pass the House, but they still require a Senate vote and Trump to sign it before they become law. Most of these House bills normally die in the Senate, But with Republicans now having the majority to start off the new term, maybe things will change. Time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. But anybody have any
That's a
hopes for that?
Pretty fucking picture.
I wish I could have a lot of hope for it, but I don't, because I think that, you know, as we've discussed in previous, that there's a lot of fake Republicans.
Yeah, a lot of rhinos.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they
These
had
actually
to have
happened so far as it did. Yeah.
a secret vote. Can't remember what it was about, but they did a secret vote. That's bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
The American people need to know that their senator is voting the way that they voted him in for.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for checking out this clip of the Dragon's Den podcast. If you like what you saw here, please consider checking out our live podcast almost every single Friday night here on the channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until our next video, guys, take care and God bless.